Hi guys, hope you're doing well and in high spirits. Thanks so much for being here. This is a collective energy reading. So if you're coming across this and it resonates, then it's for you. Please remember to take what resonates and leave anything that does not. So if anything creates tension, doubt, lack, limitation, or anything heavy inside your mind, body, or heart, please throw it away, reject it, don't take it on. It's not for you, okay? Everything, even if it's emotional, should provide a sense of expansiveness, empowerment, release, etc. This is timeless as well. So anytime you come across it, please, and it resonates, then it's for you. Sorry. Wow. Today we divided it into categories. So we have your overall energy here. We have love, money, or finances. We have health and well-being, and then we have the future. So your overall energy, really, really nice. 9 of Pentacles, we're talking about rewards here, abundance, about independent abundance as well. Seeing prosperity, seeing the turnout of things that you've invested in, built. Seeing, you kind of in bloom, coming into spring as well. You could be feeling more, an Aries season, be feeling more action-oriented. You kind of see winters in the back there, in a sense, coming into more color, into more, vibrancy. There's a lot of purple in this, so a lot of spiritual connection coming through as well. And this spiritual connection could also be linked to communication. Some of you could be updating your hair. Here we could see that. Also, some of you in your current energy might be feeling a little, what is it? This word jaundice comes to mind, and I'm trying to remember what that exactly means. I know it's like the yellowing of the skin, but I don't know why it happens. But I feel like this might indicate that some of you need some fresh air, like to get outside and to get rest as well. In the current energy, it's just coming through there. But overall, a lot of abundance, seeing things come in, actually seeing maybe like a financial boost or something like this come in, as well as just recognizing more of what's around you, more of what you have. There's more of a gratitude energy here, and there's still some lingering heaviness and everything from what's gone on and what's been these past months, but they're coming through in a better way than before. And make sure to recognize where you're getting blessed and rewarded, so you will also receive more, and can really express that gratitude to the universe for bringing it to you. Always recommended to do that. Also, for some of you, you could be eating more fruit, or like eating more light foods, like fresh raw foods. That's kind of normal, I guess, with spring as well, but I do see that coming through. And for some of you or somebody, the monarch butterfly might actually be connected to like a grandmother spirit, kind of getting that. And this could be even somebody who's lost a close family member, a mom, a grandma. It feels like a female energy, but it could be any energy. It's like they're giving you wings, or they're helping you a lot to expand and to build whatever it is you're building. So I like that for your current energy a lot. We could really go on a long time with this, but let's move on from that. So in the current love energy, we see this shadow going on. This is actually really nice to see. This here, I feel, is you integrating shadow. It's you understanding more about yourself and this person in turn, and vice versa. If you're dealing with somebody in love, then you both are doing this work, and that's beautiful. You're very harmonized, okay? This is positive. I feel like you both could even be taking a moment to do this separated, or just at a distance somehow. Now, if this is just you and you haven't met somebody yet, this is you working on your relationships to empower yourself independently, okay? This is you working on that shadow to be more equipped for relationships in the way you want to be more mature, to be more aware, all of that. So there's a lot of work around relationships and love showing through right now, integration and success with that. There's a desire to really balance things over. As we can see this staff, it's like slightly tilted towards the light. So I feel like this is indicating a couple of things. For some, it's indicating that there's light being shown on the shadow. That's that successful energy. For others, it indicates a slight out of balance with the masculine and feminine energies in a dynamic or in yourself, where, you know, the masculine's trying to overrule, or it is overruling a bit this feminine, but we are trying to really get that center, to get those both very, very balanced, to get those suppressions out of the way, and to recognize the value in both shadow and light. I also feel for some of you who are dealing with somebody in love, that there could be some codependent energy coming through, or just some like shadows aren't always recognizable. Like somebody can be amazing, or a dynamic can be wonderful and everything can look perfect, but there's something, a behavior that seems nice or well-intended that actually is not super healthy. It can turn toxic eventually. So I feel for some, it's like also that the shadow is not so obvious, but it's necessary to work on it, and you've been getting strong guidance to do that. It's mostly a lot about balance and flow, especially with that 8, which is a very empowering concept. And I won't jump ahead yet to the future reading, but it fits with this really well. So yeah, I see that in love. Now, to accompany this, we have a lot of fire energy in love coming through. This could be passion, this could be action, it could be excitement. We could be talking about a Sagittarius, of course, Leo and Aries as well. We are in Aries season now officially. But I feel like this Knight of Wands, it's like taking action to integrate the shadow, taking action to move forwards. Again, some of you are at a distance, some of you are separated right now from somebody, some of you are longing for somebody, some of you are longing to take action towards someone, maybe take a trip or move. Some could be involved with somebody who lives by the beach, wants, you know, is a surfer person. I feel like Australia is also somehow connected to this. But in general, it's passionate, it's a mix, it's excitement, and it's also longing. It's, you know, coming into power, and it's independent, but it's also longing. And a lot of you, this really could be, if you're dealing with somebody, it's a long, like they're far away, because, you know, this is really, I just see a lot of you with you here. And of course not for everyone, but for some. And also I get artistic or creator vibes from some of you. Like you're a creator, or you're just creative. And I feel like there's a maturing happening here as well. Some of you are in your 30s, your early 30s, or you're 30, or you're like around this age, mid 30s even, or late 30s. There's like a 30s energy with this woman right now. So somebody here could be in their 30s, and I feel like you're finally liberated or free from something, and it feels so good, and you're ready to offer love again, and that energy alone feels good. And you're kind of, this statement or this phrase of like, what is it? Dancing to the rhythm of your own drum, or beating to the rhythm of your own drum, or something like this. It's kind of that, like you're being you, you're free, you're authentic, you're in a prime of your life energy, where it's very like, I've broken free of this, I feel good about myself, my body, you're feeling awesome, like you got the power, like you got the magic in a way, and like you're ready to offer something. So it's kind of a celebratory energy into spring. You're free and liberated, and kind of letting go of some of the weight from the past. This is definitely divorce for somebody, and it's a positive thing. You've gotten through it. Good job on that, for following your heart and freeing yourself. It can be one of the most challenging things to do. And then for others, like again, it's just you don't have anybody, but you're longing for someone, and maybe you're even restless to move, or to put yourself in a place where you feel like you would be more suited to the people there. This kind of a thing, like where you are now, it's like it's kind of, these shadows are kind of closing in on where you are now. The lights are out. It's like you're ready to move on, to go. And, you know, that's part of why I think this shadow work is up in the forefront here, and this integration and this balance too, because you do understand that to kind of cultivate or come across the relationship that you want to have, you have to be in that energy with yourself, and that's something that you realize very strongly. So that's why you're doing this. For some who are dealing with somebody, we have this playfulness if it's been getting challenging lately, especially, but anytime, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yes, it is. It's important to remember to laugh and to play and to bring positive energy in and light energy. And of course, also to have those heart-to-heart conversations and to connect and to be. But if you're just doing the shadow work all the time, it is important to balance as well with that playful energy, that, laughing, friendly energy. And this could be for people who aren't in a relationship too. Just remember to be playful in life and have fun and do what makes you have fun sometimes. All work, no play, not well. We need to balance all aspects. We are like a garden, and we require certain things to keep us going, to keep us out of depression, to keep us motivated, to keep us well. Okay? All right, so now moving on to your finances. So we already see here financial and material changes. Great. There's a lot of different paths here. 5 is a number that changes for me. It's a number that the relationship I've changed to. So 5 used to be a restrictive, caged, limited kind of number. Even a dependent number, and I didn't like that as much. I would see 5 and I'd be like, oh, cages. But now I see 5, the angels and energies have helped me change my relationship to it. And it's actually a number of like abundance, of wealth, of prosperity, of like twin energy, even sometimes for some, with love and everything. And it's all about perspective, which we see down here actually. So this is nice. We have changes going on for a lot of you with your financial world, and I feel that mostly it's a little bit of a wild card here, but it feels pretty positive because here we have you balancing. So balancing, time managing, being productive, being physical and spiritual in alignment, like 2 of Pentacles, building something, stabilizing something, working on something, getting that harmonization. I mean, this whole reading, there's a huge energy of yin and yang, of balance, of harmonizing that shadow and light. And for some, the reason that some of these changes, positive changes, are occurring and you're better able to manage your time and balance this is because you're walking away from something. You're setting a burden down, you're leaving something, or you are moving, or you're making a change that is necessary, and you're bringing your essentials with you. Some of you, there could be an earth sign that's been helping you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, to stabilize. For others, you could be leaving one of these signs, but taking the lessons with you. And for some, it's that you're literally changing your foundation here. And you're taking action. You're taking action to complete something. You followed the lidded path, and you're taking that action. And I just feel like this really frees you up, clears you up to balance things better, or helps you understand what you want and how to balance things better. It's not that it's like easy or something, but you're doing well with it. I also get some entrepreneur energy coming through here. For some of you, I get somebody works at like a store that is for like tall shelves and almost like home goods, or like clothing of some kind, or it's like a specialty store with special lighting, high shelves. I feel like there's an opportunity there for you, or some kind of happiness there for you, if that resonates with somebody. So for the financial and material changes here, so we see you changing your perspective as a whole with money. We've been seeing this for a while, but it's a process. So some of you could be going through like a 3-year process of just like doing different mantras and different infos, and really changing your relationship to money from scarcity to abundance. Putting that work in. It doesn't have to be 3 years. Also, I get 1 year and 3 months for some, 2 months. But I'm saying that it's a process, that it can be ongoing. And I feel that you're having success with this. This is transformative. The transformation isn't fully here yet, but it's very empowering. It's very balanced. The way that you view your financial world and what it means to generate money, and how it's energy, and what income actually means, and what money actually represents, and fair exchanges, and where your worth lies, etc. All of that's coming through. Some of you could be listening to Earl Nightingale as well. yeah, it's just this feeling that you're really shifting the way you view it, and it's really in balance because of this, and that's a really nice energy to see. We also see this black here representing power, so some of you could be gaining more power when it comes to your financial world and how you're able to cultivate finances, or just rising up into more of a powerful position in whatever it is that you do, which is then bringing in more ultimately. Maybe you didn't believe in yourself, or you don't fully believe you're here yet. You have a little doubt about it. You're like very Morty here, but then you still are achieving it. But this phase will pass if that's the case, where you feel like you're just, like not sure if it's gonna stick, not really sure if it suits you, a little bit guarded, like, oh, is this really gonna work? Is it really gonna stick? Like, is it actually gonna come through? Like this doubt energy, this will pass eventually. I just see this right now for this kind of new mindset that you are mastering, this new relationship with money you are mastering, but you're not totally mastered yet, okay? But you will be. I really do. I see if you stay on this path that you really, really will be, and it's awesome. Okay, so for health and well-being, we have new beginnings. Awesome. Some of you could be feeling more hopeful, more adventurous, more on top of your game, more ready to travel, to go as soon as you can somewhere to see something. I see a lot of heart energy here for you, so healing. There's been a healing journey. Some of you could also be ready to embark on a healing journey. I feel like some of you are shifting your just shifting things in your world. Remember, health and well-being is definitely quite tied into our emotional body. Now, I'm not a certified nutritionist and I'm not a doctor, so this is just energies that speak in my own experience. I am quite heavy into nutrition though, so I will say, like, in my beliefs and on this channel, we would support the ideal that emotional energy usually is what is behind anything physical. Okay, so when we talk about health and well-being, it's most always the root is something emotional, always. Okay, a lot starts in the gut as well. We want to nourish that gut, healthy intuition, healthy gut, clear foods, all that good stuff. But this really just feels like shifts, changes for the better. Okay. We see this movement here, so there could be a lot of flow, energy movement. Again, that integration, we have yin and yang everywhere in this reading with the two horses here, balancing, and that is bringing you a lot more freedom, clarity. You could be getting more active. Just this motion in general is lifting you. It's making you feel more positive, which is bringing your health and well-being up naturally, okay? Also here, normally Five of Wands is kind of a chaotic energy, but I actually feel here you're striving and reaching for your passions, for the flames that ignite you, for trying to work things out with yourself. I actually weirdly also feel like this is a rewiring of the mind going on, and these are all your little helpers in your mind helping you rewire stuff. Also, like, rewire certain things when, like, your heart and your body. I actually really feel like this is a positive teamwork energy coming through right now in this reading with this card. It's very changes to reach the highest potential, to rewire so that you can grasp that passion and stay there. It feels really nice energy here as a whole when it comes to health and well-being. So really like to see that. We have here, this is kind of advice, but it's also just showing you how it's tied in. So for some to improve or to continue to feel well or to feel better, I shouldn't say always, here we recommend expression, but often we do recommend expression. When we keep things bottled up or inside and we don't express by speaking, singing, laughing, crying, drawing, punching a bag, whatever the expression is for you, though the throat chakra is highlighted here, which is communication through writing and Gemini energy, all of that, and speaking, so on. But when we don't do this, we get very bottled up, things get very built up, and this can also be where we start to have, that lack of ease coming through, that those aches and pains, those hurts, and etc. So there's a recommendation to express yourself especially through spirit. This is that 5 again. You can look at this one of 2 ways or one of many ways, but it can teeter back and forth, right? It can be limiting and not so positive, or it can be super positive and abundant, okay? So expression can really shift entirely the meaning of what you're experiencing. When you express it, it can suddenly be, you can release it, you can be free of it, it's smaller all of a sudden, it's more, you have a grasp on it, it's not so big as it is in your head, right? So this is really important for your health and well-being. Also, this improves your self-esteem when you express, when you communicate, and there's that solar plexus energy. So we talk about nourishing the gut again. Also remember, you can support the throat chakra with blue foods, blue things, blue stones, whatever, okay? And then, yeah, solar plexus is like this yellow, and I feel like it's a little dull of a yellow, a little mustardy. It could indicate that mustardy, it's not probably not a word, but whatever. This could indicate that there's some creative solutions being offered at this time for your solar plexus to really regain clarity. I see citrine coming through really strongly. Citrine can be really assisting to you to help your self-esteem, to help your positivity, but it also could indicate that your gut's a little dull, it's a little bogged down with like artificial foods, or just like maybe you need a little bit of a to sweat some things out and to nourish that gut energy. There's options here, a lot of options, because once you get your health like more targeted, your self-esteem automatically improves and you feel better balance, you feel better flow, okay? You don't have to be perfect, it can just be something small. You know, it can be just eating more fermented foods, or adding more healthy fats into your diet, or whatever. We have this universal energy coming through as well. This one, in your health and well-being, I feel like this is a mix of a lot. It's a deep color, so it talks about deep emotions. I feel like it has to do with love, like partnerships that have been on your mind, spirit guiding you through something. I feel like this is a hurt, actually, that's happened in relationships that is somehow affecting the health and well-being here. And we see here that they're all connected, and they're all connected by the heart. So that heart energy really is talking about stabilization here, groundedness, balance through all of these, like balancing spirit, body, and mind in essence, because this is a spirit, body, mind energy too, okay? It's really, the big message is just, it's about balance and expression, nourishing your solar plexus, balancing mind, body, spirit, and you can balance those by listening to your heart, by putting your hand on your heart and really asking, what does it want, what does it need, because it knows, and you're very, very connected to a lot. And the heart might be a little closed off right now if you have been through some hurt, and that could also be affecting your well-being a bit, could make you feel like your auric energy is a little low, or your auric energy isn't as high as it needs to be. That will shift. It's okay what you're going through, which actually is a nice segue with this health and well-being into the future. Future, you have success integrating and balancing the aspects of yourself. This is Leo energy, so I feel like this could indicate August time frame, and July, August, even a little bit into September, where you're really coming into this full swing balance, where things are really coming through for you, and you've got these parts integrated. You're really feeling that wisdom and that physical in line, coming into touch with new spirit guides. Could be also dealing with a Leo in the future, but you're feeling empowered. The 8 is empowerment. It's balance for me as a reader. It's flow. It's universal energy, and it's very strong. It's strength. It is, I do see it in that future as well coming through, that there is some disappointment. There is some processing of disappointment, especially. This could be disappointment that's already happened and you're processing it, expressing yourself in it. See all that blue and see how she's crying here. Feeling just a little empty and disappointed by some things, but still having fullness with you that is yours, still having that angel energy supporting you, although you could feel a loss, a sense of loss that is coming through. Like everything that with balance, we feel a whole spectrum of emotions. It's not all going to be perfectly positive all the time, right? But what is okay about this is that this shedding, this disappointment, this discouragement or release, as you also purge some of your old mindsets, continue to purge those old mindsets and those remnants, is bringing you into a completion of a cycle and better flow with the universe. And this is bringing a lot of luck to you. I mean, we can't see any more yin and yang energy coming through here. Again, we have it here, we have it here, we have it here, we have it here. I feel like we had it somewhere else. We have it here. It's just constant, you know? So it's really like the big theme here is as you achieve better balance with yourself and your own ecosystem and world and how that works, you really are able to purge a lot and really bring things full circle and really feel, see how she's balancing on top of that, really feel prosperous and like that universe is in your favor and like the elements in the back here are balanced as well. She's got those lucky dice around her neck. She's feeling free. She's got this. She's like, I got this. I got this. And because she's got this, she's also ready to offer new love in a very complete way here. She's ready to be seen. She feels protected. The flame is burning bright. This is a stage. This is recognition, lights from spirit, from maybe literally recognition in the physical coming through for some of you in the future, like where you're being like fame or something like this, but for the right reasons, for the reasons of the heart. And some of you could be fire sign as well or dealing with fire sign, but I feel like this is also you really ready to say, I love myself, I'm independent, I'm here, and you're also ready to offer your love to somebody. You feel like you're equipped to do this. You've made this transformation moving ahead into the future. There is some divine waiting showing up in the near future as well. I still feel like this is like this end of summer time frame that Spirit's really highlighting, but of course it will vary for some of you. Oh, there's the balance again, yin and yang. Wow. So yeah, some of you could be waiting to see somebody that's at a distance, or waiting for this transformation to feel full, for that sun to come full, for things to feel really clear. Some of you could be waiting on a Leo, fire sign again here. But in general, it's very divinely blessed, okay? And then for others moving into the near future, there could be like a wait. Well, okay, this weight could be with an earth sign, but it also could be a separation from earth energy. I get Capricorn, Virgo through really strongly there. Not as much Taurus, but it could be Taurus. But this could just be like waiting to see somebody or to connect with somebody fully in the physical 3D. This could also indicate that it's like, remember how we talked about this perspective with finances here? That's like shifting, but it's not like you're mastering it, but you don't totally trust that you have. It's like you're still waiting at the end of summer to feel that full mastery of it a bit, even though things are totally changing around you. You just don't feel like that boss 1000% yet, okay? Actually, I feel like part of the reason for this is something to do with your heart. With your heart and creativity. But yeah, I feel like Spirit's saying it's about the journey. It's like you're not, it's about the journey. This is the finish line here, you know? This is like on top of your game entirely for some of you. This is like, you are set. You got it all rolling, you got it all figured out. Now you can just chill because you got it. Like, you don't actually really want to come into that energy too fast, because that's kind of the end game, you know? I mean, it's not. There's more beyond that, but that's like that what now energy, and that's not longevity. So Spirit's letting you know that to really achieve this state that he is in, it's that journey. So don't expect to have it mastered in 3 months in a way where you're just totally, everything's just perfect. It's not going to be like that. That's a whole path. Also, for some, this can be the end of lone wolf energy in the near future. If that resonates with you, it could be, it could really be the end of being a lone wolf, especially if you are an earth sign. I'm gonna get 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, Temperance. So we have, let's see, cat. It's not actually here, but I could see it. Cat. Some of you could be getting a cat, or there could be significance with cat. Cot is like something you sleep on. Some of you could be dealing with somebody in jail, or somebody could be getting out of jail in the near future, especially. Some of you could really be like a mother hen, really building something that you're passionate about, being protective of it. Some of you could be dealing with court as well. Somebody could actually, so I was thinking court with the jail energy. Somebody could, I feel like somebody's getting out sooner than expected, or it's successful. So if you wanted somebody to be in longer because they were bad or whatever, and they did something bad, you would win. Vice versa, if you're really wanting somebody out sooner, you would also win this. Okay, it's like a successful energy with court coming through. But yeah, for some, I feel like you actually are going to be getting courted by somebody that you would want to have a whole family with, like somebody that's really could be solid because of that mother hen energy coming out with that. Okay, I feel like somebody finds you really attractive. For someone, they want to catch you in their net. They want to capture you. You're like a butterfly, and they want to capture you gently, or maybe not gently for some, hopefully gently, in their net. Some of you could be in a relationship dynamic that's starting to feel like a chore. That's also coming through a bit. It's just there's like an exhaustion coming through, and that could be part of why this shadow work's been so prevalent. I don't think you want to feel this. I also see Rochelle being like a name that could be significant for somebody. Someone could be dealing with heartache too, a few of you, like somebody tore your heart in half. I do get that there. Touch could be really important for some of you too. It's like some of you are touch deprived, and you need to be touched, or you really need to be touched in the right way by somebody you love, and you don't feel like you're getting that. I feel like there's a starving for touch, a need for touch. Some of you could really be going to like a Renaissance fair, hoping that it'll be open, or really like loving that Renaissance energy lately even more. I also think that some of you, somebody's dealing with dental energy. They need to go to the dentist. If you've been having any toothaches, it might be time to get that checked out. But for others, this feels like a relationship is it's this chore. It goes into this chore energy, this rot. Like it's starting to just kind of, it's out of balance enough to where it's rotting. It's becoming too sweet, or too shriveled, or too, it's just something like in this feeling. It's like somebody's done with something. Some of you could be like, I feel like somebody hit their chin, or somebody hits their chin on a table or something, and it hurts. I also see that coming through. Somebody could be wanting to travel to China, which would be maybe challenging, but it's like you've wanted to do this for a while, wanted to go, even Japan actually, but I get China especially through 10. So a lot of completions of cycles, that really kind of hits that home here, the 10, the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of completions, a lot of changes naturally to happen with spring, of course, but you've done a lot of work for this. That might be it. Also, torch. I feel like Spirit's been holding a torch for you, trying to guide you where to go. I saw some torch energy throughout this reading as well. Some of these look like torches. And we have a kind of a torch coming through in this. Or yeah, we do have torch that comes through in this. Exactly. So, yeah. EN, what is that? Is that like a country? I feel like that's something. So yeah. You guys, I send you all the love. Thank you so much for being here and receiving these messages. You can email us frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com for personal readings as always. But until then, I will see you guys soon. Take care.